It's your girl, Eb the Celeb, and I'm here with Raekwon.
What's up, baby?
What's up? Now, you have been in the game so long, so you've seen the industry. Hip-hop change a lot. So what for you has been like the most disappointing about the way hip-hop has evolved?
I would say the most disappointing thing about hip hop evolving is the fact that, it became more glamorous instead of more artistical. You know what I mean? People started to, ridicule people according to their lives, their financial sides, and to me, it ain't all about who got the most money to be the baddest man. I think the art to be able to have such a creative force behind you and being artistic makes you more of the dominant factor. I think money and commercializing and labels have empowered their financial backing to put their things in perspective to where they don't got to worry about if their artist is going to be all right or not. While meanwhile, you got the artists who don't have that not really being able to get up and get in where they need to be at. So my thing is like, even when you look at, all the guys out there, like I love all the guys who doing their thing, but at the same token, I do respect the underdogs that haven't got that big push yet, you know what I mean, because of their financial backing. So, to me, it's just the politics really like destroyed the whole culture of it in a way, if you ask me.
Okay, so and you talked about glamorous, so it's funny because a lot of people.
Do you think it's fair, not to cut you, do you think it's fair to not be on the radio because you didn't actually have to go through the process of paying a programmer or anything? Do you think that's fair if you know that the fans is feeling you?
No, I think that's completely wrong. But I feel like not.
How they said it on Kenyon and Ivy Wayne's show. Yo, you ain't hearing right.
I know, but at the same time, I feel at the same time that artists now have a lot more outlets where they can be a star without radio. So I feel like it's a double. It's still like, okay, you're not on the radio, but at the same time, you have the internet, you have social media, you have a lot of ways that a lot of people would not know your name at the times that maybe when Wu first came up and the internet wasn't as big or wasn't as strong. Like y'all needed radio in order to succeed. So,
Right.
I mean, so it's a good and a bad thing. Like sometimes.
All right, you're right. You 100. All right, listen, I'm not knocking that, but at the same token, I feel like if the web is giving you the power to be who you are, then I think it's time to be able to get some kind of mainstream support.
Of course. Of
That's
course.
all I'm saying.
Of course.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not mad at the radio for having to survive and take care of their family and their kids and all that.
Eight songs all day long.
That's all I'm saying. When you could come to a radio station, and I done been to many a different radio stations across the world, and everybody is like happy. One Monday, Tuesday they not happy. Wednesday they pissed off. Thursday they don't get it. Friday they cool. They need a drink. You know what I mean? So my thing is like, why you just don't have the same way you had the freedom of speech to talk, you should have the freedom of speech to be hot. If he's hot on the radio and on the net, give him some love.
Give them some love, radio.
Not just me. I mean,
Everybody.
yeah, just whoever. I mean, I just feel like, let's keep the wheels turning with being, a role model for other artists. Because if they don't feel like they could get in, then that's fucked up too.
Yeah. Like a prime example of that, a lot of people have a problem right now with Wale signing to Rick Ross's label. They just feel like it doesn't really make sense for the type of artist he is and the type of artist Rick is. But what's your perspective on it? What do you feel? Do you think that's a good look for Wale or not?
I don't agree. I don't agree with that. What you said, like, Rick Ross is a businessman. So if he chooses to sign Van Halen, if that's who he want to sign, that's his business. I mean, it's business. I mean, Wale, I think he's a great artist. I think he got a lot of potential to be a better artist if he had, some credible cats behind him. So it works for both of them. But just to say, yo, they not comparison, like, yo, that's not fair. That's not being real. And for me, I'm a businessman too. So if I hire somebody, then you mean to tell me, oh, if he ain't better than Raekwon or he sound like he need to be Raekwon, y'all not gonna respect him? That's not fair.
Any advice that you would give to an artist that's up and coming in order to keep their integrity in this game? Because I think like you've done that the best out of like a lot of people that have like swayed and done things just to get on radio. So what advice would you give an up and comer to keep their integrity?
I would say definitely have a voice. You know what I mean? Have a voice. Don't just be a puppet. You know what I mean? Don't just listen to everybody tell you, yo, do it this way, do it that way. You have to show your initial credit to what you creating as well. So be yourself. You know what I mean? Try not to have too many yes, yes, y'all cats around you. Um, get a mean lawyer. When I say mean, whether he or she, let them know that they can't be playing. You know what I mean? Let them know that your business is your life and handle me like you would handle yourself. You know, and like I said, just have a strong set of guys around you, man. You know what I mean? That love you, man. That's willing to go to war with you. You know, based on words and opinions and decisions. You know, but always be in charge of your life. Don't let nobody be in charge of it for you.
Shout out your Twitter, shout out the album date, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
March 8th, y'all. You know what I'm saying? The album is coming, Shaolin vs. Wu-Tang. Very powerful album. You're going to love it from beginning to the end, from the head to the foot. Enjoy it. To my fans, y'all know how to get at me. Hit me on the Twitter. You know I'm always here letting y'all know how I'm moving, what's on my mind. You know I love y'all. Twitter / Raekwon. Facebook / Raekwon. Yo, I'm your brother.
Yeah.
One.